Have you ever been told that if you want something you just have to fight for it? Well, I'm pretty sure this makes sense for you because nothing is free, but the reality for modern women looks completely different.
The thing, though, that upset me is when you said 300-pound people don't deserve love, which...
No. I said nobody deserves love. Like, the whole point is people think that they are entitled to things, and women think they are entitled to love. Men aren't that delusional. I said you don't deserve a man that makes 6 figures if you're 300 pounds. Guys that make 6 figures tend to date thin women. They tend to date the most beautiful, attractive women on the planet. I don't think I am entitled to dating a man that makes 6 figures. But for some reason, chicks think they are. That's like a broke bum saying, I deserve, I don't even want to say Victoria's Secret model because they look different nowadays, but like a supermodel. I deserve Beyonce. You would look at him like he's insane. For some reason, chicks think they can do this.
Nobody deserves anything. As a man, you might have been a gentleman with a woman, but she felt free to ghost you out of the blue. Is that sad? Yes, but you moved on and found better options. These women feel like they deserve the best men, even though they don't meet the requirement of being fit, aka one of the 3F's Pearl's analogy about broke bums is fantastic. A man with extra pounds who doesn't even make ends meet lives with his mum and doesn't take care of his fitness just can't expect women to desire him. The woman on the clip, though, claims that she deserves love even if she's 300 pounds. Well, I'm sure her mama and some friends love her just the way she is, but not many guys will find her attractive. Broke, sedentary men are not allowed to say crazy things like they deserve Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, Taylor Swift, or whoever comes. To your mind, a man must do the work and hopefully he will land the woman of his dreams, but being a high-value man is nothing but a requisite, whereas these modern women think they can get men no matter their weight. Will the delusion of modern women ever stop? I mean, they've got nothing or little to bring to the table, but sometimes they want top-tier men and top earners without bringing anything to the table. In other words, there's no fair exchange of value. Take a look.
Man of your dreams, 50K per year. Are you taking him?
Absolutely not. Like a good
So how
father
much
to
should
your
your
children.
husband make?
My husband?
Yeah.
I'm 20.
Your 50K is not enough, so how much?
At least $1 million a year.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
that's okay. You gotta,
What traits would you
100%.
Here we
bring
go.
to the table to keep that going?
Well, of course, loyalty. I'm an attractive woman, so of course I would attract a man like that.
Okay.
And family values, morality. I come from a good family. I'll take cooking classes. I don't know how to cook, but I'll take cooking classes.
Bruh. Okay.
I don't know what else to say. What else do you need?
So,
Do you think that deserves an $1 million man?
Yeah. Why not?
You don't even know how to cook.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I said I'll take cooking classes.
She dares to say absolutely not, even if the guy's the man of her dreams. This proves once again that women don't fall in love with a man's potential, but rather with what he already is. Doesn't matter how ambitious you are as a man if you're broke, women won't even consider you. However, when a woman is poor but brings good traits to the table like respect, loyalty, and listening skills, you might find her more desirable than a boss babe with a high body count and an IG page with thousands of followers. She asks for $1 million man, as if making $1 million was the easiest thing to do. She can go and marry a central banker if she values money that much. 50,000 might not be enough to travel out of the States every weekend, but at least a man can provide for her and secure her a decent lifestyle. But these chicks want their city girl's lifestyle and be a trophy wife despite not being that valuable in the eyes of men. When asked what she brings to the table, she has a hard time finding traits. She even admits that she doesn't cook but would take cooking classes. She doesn't meet that bare minimum requirement, so the man cannot get a homemade dinner once he gets back home from work. She ain't no life material. If I told you that sometimes women listen and agree with you when you speak facts, would you believe that? Take a look.
Literally, how you feel about putting a for sale sign on your car is how men feel about their women. And I would argue it's not insecure to be that way. If anything, it's insecure for me to tolerate that because I'm scared that you'll leave me. So I'm insecure about where I stand in the relationship. But if I'm secure in the relationship, I'll tell you to your face, I don't like that. And I'm okay with you leaving. I'm very secure myself. But women try to flip it around and say, you telling me that you have boundaries and standards and all this other stuff is insecure. It's actually the opposite. Very secure, because he's telling you, I don't like this, and he's willing to let you walk away.
The evidence was so strong that they couldn't help but agree. We live in times of female liberation and all this kind of stuff that is hurting men and inflating women's egos. Women go out there dressed provocatively and behave badly even when they're in a committed relationship. The thing is that most men don't enforce their boundaries, so these women feel like they can do whatever they want without fearing the consequences. However, when a man is secure of himself, he knows what he wants, and just like women do, pulls out his long list of requirements, which in fact tends to be a huge win for the Woman men with standards look for modesty women who don't hit the club and have no male friends femininity etc. If a girl doesn't take just one of the boxes she's out. Women love shit testing men, but once they come across a guy sure of his standards, a woman is either disgusted because she wants to be quote-unquote free or strongly attracted to him. Either way, your standards are obviously sacred, and I'm sure you keep them high. Back in the day, women would show off their husbands and kids, but now they show off how wanted they are. By wanted, I mean just for bedroom purposes, and that's it. Take a look.
I know a lot
get
of
what you're
unhappy
saying,
men in
but-
relationships right now with 21 and 22-year-olds. So, baby, please don't listen to him. Because at
No,
the
no,
end
no,
of the
I'm
day,
not
you
worried
make
about
yourself
age.
Advice from
happy.
girls.
You make
Dog shit
yourself happy.
advice.
That's the
God.
only thing that matters.
Dog fart advice.
Period.
She's 34 and single,
And I'm happy, baby.
if you say so.
Happy.
Not the
If you
cat.
say so.
Mad guys after me.
Yeah,
Ain't
but
giving them
that's,
time
That don't
to
mean
date.
nothing.
Having
They wanna
guys
smash.
after you that want sex is
Yeah,
nothing
like-
to flex
They already
about.
got sex.
Yeah, of course.
And they still want me.
What?
So what?
They want you
what?
for more sex.
They already got sex. It's been years. It's been years of sex and they still want
Listen,
me.
Yeah, they
What's
want
the
more
point?
sex.
What?
They want more
Well,
sex.
why they want it from a 34-year-old when they can get it
Yes.
from a
Because
21-year-old?
of the
The value's not high enough to get the 24-year-old.
Thank you. It's easy.
Yeah,
So they gotta-
now
It's
it's
easy.
because of
Because that
that.
well never runs
Because
dry.
men only look at women for looks.
She's 34 years old and single, but that's not everything. She's masculine, proud of her rotation of men, and showing off how happy she is with her current lifestyle. It's not as if the guys behind her are fighting against each other to end up with her in the altar. Not at all. They just want to end up with her in bed, try different positions and leave it at that. Oh, and if they come back, it's just because this is good, so they want some more women. Used to be more modest in the past, and although they were just as hypergamous as they are today, they look for a guide to show him off to her female friends and even society. The man was respected, and she was happy that she got a good husband. In contrast, modern women show off how good they're in bed, how many men desire them sexually, and how happy they are fighting against fictitious ideas such as the patriarch it's been years of, and they still want me. She said, good for you, who knows what your noach count is, and how low your value can get after banging men left.
Some women and
right,
even
all in all,
simps
the men
are
in her
so
rotation are
insane
not
that they
trying to
do
wife her up,
anything
but
to
rather
protect
use her
their
recreationally. She
ideologies.
might realize
Do you
her
know
lifestyle
these
is not
bigots who
good for her,
support whatever
but it
their
looks like the
political
side
party
effects of
does
hitting the
just
wall are
because
severe.
it's
Feminism or low gas prices?
I guess low gas prices, because ever since the feminist movement, it's been a lot harder for me to find a guy to pay my bills. And all of a sudden I have to work and I have to do all these things. And I honestly don't want to work. I would rather stay in the kitchen. Mind you, I need some cooking classes, but I think I could take a couple cooking classes and make somebody really happy.
Okay, that was actually like so sweet at the end. That seemed very genuine. I thought the first part of like, I just want a guy to pay my bills, like that's yeah. But also, I mean, valid point. There was a time when women did not have to work. I mean, they could if they wanted to, but these days, like somebody commented and said, yeah, let's go back to a world where the normal couple can live off of one income. Blame the government and their taxes. That is the reason why we cannot. Somebody else said, I'm actually sad the comments are saying this is the woman they want. Wow. Men want a woman who will cook for them and, turn their house into a home. That is shocking.
Some women, and even simps, are so insane that they do anything to protect their ideologies. Do you know these bigots who support whatever their political party does just because it's their party and not the opposition? You know what I'm talking about. That's why most modern women would pick feminism over lower gas prices, even though they're losing tons of money. However, this woman thinks differently, right? All in all, the men in her rotation are not trying to wife her up, but rather use her recreationally. She might realize her lifestyle is not good for her, but it looks like the side effects of hitting the wall are severe.
It's just, this is how relationships start nowadays. They start, like, how many times have you heard of a situationship? So, and it seems like you've been in a situationship.
I haven't.
Okay, then what else would you call sleeping with someone?
Friends with benefits, is that not
situationship? Yeah, that's a
situationship. Okay,
yeah. So if you're in a friends with benefits situation, that's uncommitted. So what else is he doing? Your side.
Some chicks cannot believe that still some men want women who will cook for them and turn their houses into homes. But yeah, that's what men want. Do men want combative, argumentative, obnoxious, loud women? Hell no. You'd rather stay single. A woman should be an asset to your life and not just a gold digger who stays with you just because you've got some money in the bank. The interviewed woman confessed what most women know deep down ever since feminism became a thing, plus the astronomical taxes and cost of living. It's really hard to live off one income. Consequence, women gotta work too, so they get exposed to lots of masculine energy, for the most part make some money and believe they need no men. But shockingly, she admitted that she just can't find a man who would pay her bills while she's cooking some meals for him, and as she says, she will make her man really happy just by doing that. Men are fairly simple, and after working long hours, the last thing you want to do is argue over a toilet seat up. Most men don't come back home and have a woman who has made dinner for them. That's the sad reality, but at least there are some women willing to do this to please a man and quit their jobs. Chris Brown said these hoes ain't loyal, leftover women, damaged goods, and the like. Shame men for not wanting to marry them. The cons outweigh the pros, and no man is settling down with a random woman just because he feels a bit wanted. Take a look.
Men are afraid of commitment because they feel like they're going to lose their life, which is a false fear. Men are afraid of commitment because they fear they're going to lose their livelihood, which is a real fear.
Think about this, man. You work hard, bust your ass all through your 20s, and now you're finally starting to attract women. And now you're being told to settle down real quick with some chick that's 30 plus also, while she had her fun in her 20s, just screwing away all her value on yachts, private parties, and islands. No, of course that guy doesn't want to settle down and get married. Then there's the real fear of I could lose most of what I've worked for a better part of a decade. Some men their whole lives.